Yep, there we go. What's up, guys? It's the weekend. It's time to open up some figures, dude. Oh my god, what's going on, guys? So we got a couple people already in here, I see, which is cool. So you guys actually want to spend your Saturday night with me, of all people, opening up some figures. So we got, let's see, we got Spark in here, we got Smoke, and we got Recon Raids. What's going on, guys? Hopefully your Saturday is going better than mine was. We'll talk a little bit and then we'll jump over the figures. So I took my son to go see the Minecraft movie today, which was hysterical because my mic's working, right? It was hysterical because they were all like little kids in there, which makes complete sense. And so they were like so loud and rambunctious, but they were having fun with the movie. And I just remembered, and some of the people who are older, like I know Blake will probably remember this, but when I used to go to the movie theaters years ago, like let's say for instance the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, like we used to make so much noise and we used to be so rowdy as kids. Like we used to, that's the way that movie theaters were. Like I can remember also like going to see the Karate Kid movie and so on, and the movie theaters were like crazy and like, you know, it was loud and so on. Like people literally would have to shush kids. Now it's different, and now a movie comes out and the kids in the movie theater aren't even at the same like level that we were back in like the early 90s and the 80s and so on. So but we had a lot of fun at the movie. So yeah, dude. So we went to the movie today. My son had a lot of fun with that. We went to the matinee, and then I came home and did some stuff. And then all of my sound settings on my stream stuff just disappeared. Like nothing was working. All of a sudden, just nothing was working. And so, I was like, "What the hell?" So thank God the guy that I use. By the way, if you ever need any help with any streaming stuff, iLeveled is the name of the company. ILEVELED. And they're awesome, and they've helped me out with my streaming stuff and like my custom stuff that I'm doing, as well as my custom streaming that I have set up. They're helping me out with that, so they're awesome. So he helped me. He's in England. He literally got off of work like 2 seconds later, and then he jumped on and he started helping me out. So that was really cool. So I'm very, very, very helpful, very thankful that he was able to fix my sound settings, which tonight would have not been fun. So yeah, being a kid and showing signs was cool back then, not now. Yeah, it's very different now. Like I see like signs like police are being called to the movie theaters. I mean, now it's completely different. Now it's you can hear a pin drop in the movie theater. When I was growing up, like it was a real deal with people being too rowdy. One phone goes off in the movie theater now, and people are freaking out. So yeah, so it's a very different time. It's just fun to see like the kids were having fun, and I remembered, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember the last time I went to a movie theater and things were like this, and this was a long time ago. So again, I don't want to age myself too much here. So, but it was fun, and like I said, I got home, none of my sound settings worked, so I was like, that's not cool. So I was able to fix it. Got my stuff ready, and as you can see, like the sunlight or the bright lights hitting me in the side of the face right now, and that is all set up. So yeah, so I am super excited. Like I said, kind of this whole new thing with what I'm doing is, as I get these figures in, I wanted to start doing live unboxings, because originally what I planned to do was do like long form videos. And if you know me, or you've seen any of my long form videos, especially like the last one I did on the Astra Militarum, I like just do way too much on these videos, and they take way too long. Like that Astra Militarum video, I think I put about 30 hours into it to edit it and create it. So this is a much better type of format for me, and then I can concentrate on like the one live format video a month or two, doing something different, do these live reviews with you guys. This way you can see what I think. Plus I have so many figures I have to open. I have so much of a backlog of figures to open that's just absolutely crazy right now. So again, for me, these live unboxings, just close this up really quick. These live unboxings are awesome. So again, so we got 8 of the figures. You guys saw the thumbnail for it, which is pretty cool. Oh, let me turn the music down. Sorry. Good. How is that? Is that better? Let me know in a second. I know that there's a catch up to this, so. But let me know if the music's too low. Sometimes I don't even hear it really right now, so I want to make sure it's okay. But do you just barely hear it? Because that's the whole point. I'm trying to make it so that you just barely hear some background music. Okay, cool. Good. See, this is exactly why Jay or Spark and OP Smoke are such a huge help to me, because see, the last time Smoke was like, dude, your microphone's not working. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I think I went like 20 minutes on the gameplay live stream and my mic wasn't working. I didn't have it on. So stuff like this helps me out, guys. I appreciate it. I'm still new at this, getting it under my feet. So, but yeah, so let's jump over to the table. Before we jump over, 2 more quick things. So Tuesday, patch is going to come out for Space Marine 2. I'm off from work. I'm going to, starting at 10 a.m. I don't know if if it's going to come out at 3 a.m. or something, but 10 a.m. is when I'm going to be streaming Space Marine 2 for pretty much the whole day. And I'm also going to I'll throw a live unboxing in there with the Space Marine 2 figures from JOYTOY, and I have the lights and everything. We're going to install them, so it'll be a nice little break in between the streaming, but I plan on streaming all day. Tomorrow will be our normal time for our news, and I also have a gentleman who has a YouTube channel called Noob Hammer is going to be on there, and we'll talk a little bit about the JOYTOY news, because there wasn't much this week. Mainly it's going to be just about some of the reissues that have happened, like the Black Templar Redemptor, and I think there's an Emperor's Champion that was re-released. So we'll talk really quickly about that. There's not much news regarding that, and then we're going to jump right into the tabletop. We'll talk about painting, and we're going to talk about my 6,000 point Grey Knights army, and from a tabletop player and a tournament player, talk about how he could create a tournament winning team from my Legion army. So we'll see. So that should be fun. Better or should the patches were out yesterday, right? I don't think patches went. Yes. So the Wraith patches, actually they went out this morning, so you guys should be getting them sometime next week. So that's the other thing, is you guys will get your Wraith patches also soon. I also have a little message in there if you guys can throw something on social media, blah blah blah. You don't have to. If you want to, you can. But those will be coming out to you guys soon. You'll get them sometime next week, so it should be fun. Yeah, that's it for announcements. So let's jump over to the live side and make sure the light's okay. I'll bring the mic over. Starting, I think, next week, I'm also going to get it set up so that I'll be on the other table, and that will be a lot easier to do these type of live streams as well. So, and you guys will get, I think it will look much better too. This is okay with what I have now, but I think that the huge diorama stand that you guys see like my normal reviews on, I think that that's going to be much better. So, all right, so we'll bring it over here so you guys can see me a little bit better as well. And then, so we got, oh man, we got 8 of these figures to get through tonight. But I've actually been really happy that I picked these up. I actually don't have them all yet. I'm thinking I'm missing one of the, so we'll quickly just say what I'm missing. So I'm missing 2 of the Tartarus Terminator squad. I got 2 of them. I got this dude without a helmet, but he looks cool. I'm gonna also pick up an extra helmet from CTC probably next week for the guys that I'm missing helms for these Sons of Horus figures. And then, so I have only 2 of these, so I have 2 more of these to pick up before I have the whole collection. Then these Mark 6 Tactical Squad, I'm missing 1 of them. So I have 3 of them, I'm missing 1 of them. And then the other one which is the Mark IV tactical squad. I think this is the only one of the tactical squad here that I have, because I really wanted the Mark VI helms. I wanted those figures. This guy was cool, so I picked him up. But I have to get 3 more of the Mark IV tactical squad. And then this is 6, this is 4. And we got the Legion Traitor. So we got him. Box is a little bit mangled, but I'm not an inbox collector. I don't know why you'd be an inbox collector with JOYTOY figures, though, to be honest with you. I don't think there is any inbox collectors for JOYTOY. That would make no sense whatsoever. There's no window box on them. And then we got this dude. So I think we're going to start off things with a bang, because I want to get this Praetor open. And I want to see, I know he comes with an alternate helm, which is what we're going to use here. We're not going to use his helmeted helm, but this is the guy I want to start off with, because this is really the one, this and this dude here, the other Praetor with the power fist, is what originally like drew me to these figures. And then obviously I got the Leviathan Dreadnought, which we reviewed last week. So like, you know, I talked myself into collecting the Sons of Horus because I collect all the Black Legion and Horus and the Justaerin Terminators and Abaddon. So let me shut up and let me just start opening up some figures, because we got 8 to get through tonight, dude. We got a lot to get through. So let's throw him over there. So we got Legion Praetor. So again, just like I always say, we got, let me know also if the camera's okay here. We got the Praetor, and we got the awesome clam shell that McFarlane does not have. And I keep saying this because I got 50 Gene Stealers to open. This guy's axe is humongous. How many of you guys have this guy, by the way? Because I'd be interested to know. Oh man, I just realized I'm gonna have a problem with a ton of plastic tonight, so I'm gonna have to just chuck it. So he, oh, you know what? He actually comes with a holster for his gun. Oh, so I think I forget who I was having the conversation with, but what's his face? Zephos or Zephos, whatever his name, the Blood Angel guy who has the 2 pistols holstered, with the 2 Volkite pistols. I thought that he was really the first one to come out with the holsters for his pistols. Oh, thank God. He's got the Mark VI helm already on him. Oh, that's so awesome. Dude, his axe is humongous, dude. Look at the size of that. Let's get this over here. Look at how big that thing is, dude. That looks awesome. Dude, the paint on this is great. Oh, wow, dude. Very cool. This is definitely, I know I'm starting off with the star of the show, but he's definitely the one that I am very, very interested in getting. Let's get this plastic out of here. We got his back piece. We got a stand. We got the alternate helm, which we'll show close up really quickly. Oh, man, his revolver looks so cool. I'm sitting there looking at what you guys are seeing it. His revolver looks so cool. Paint. And it's so cool. He's got actually, you can put blast effects in there too. So I have a ton of blast effects. I just haven't gotten around to throwing the figures in them because I have so many damn figures to open. All right, we got our piece there, and then he comes with 5 hands. Let's see if I can not lose these. Let's see what we're gonna keep here. So we got the plastic over there, and well, we'll look at him in a second. But I want to look at this axe, dude. Oh my God! And we got the skull. I know Recon Rage is loving the skull right now. Let's get a close up of that. Looks so cool, dude. The axe looks awesome. Great paint. So cool. I know I was late to the party with these Sons of Horus figures, but this looks really cool, dude. It's really, look how big it is compared to him. Very cool. This is awesome. Awesome. Now, dude, I love the revolver though. Oh, this thing is so cool, dude. Oh man, I have a paintball revolver for MagFit paintball, which shoots first strikes, which are like, they look like cut in half paintballs with like fins wrapped around them, so they stabilize it while it's flying. But this is so cool, dude. This is an awesome looking revolver, And then he's got, oh, so I'm so happy that he's got the Mark 6 helmet already on him. So here's his extra helmet, which actually looks pretty cool. It doesn't look bad. This is not a bad looking extra head. Or head that's not masked. That's pretty cool. I like it, but we're not going to use the head. What's up, Loan Me a Smile? What's up, Raven? What's going on, dude? What's going on? Hopefully you guys are having a good Saturday night. My chat's being weird. Let me just chat in here 1 second. There we go. Sometimes my chat loses itself. This is one of my favorite, the Sons of Horus. Yeah, dude. He is awesome, dude. Oh, man, I gotta figure out how... So his... Wow, so his revolver just hangs from the front of his waist. Let's see if this is... Okay, so this tab's on. Onto his front. I wonder if the glue came off of this. And again, I bought these from Amazon. Might have a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna have to glue this on. This came off his waist. Unfortunately. I haven't had too many of these problems with JOYTOY figures. And when it does happen, it's not a huge deal. Yeah, the glue came off of this. So this is a deep recessed piece. I'm gonna have to mess around with this and see if I can get it on there. But it definitely came off. I'm gonna see if I can heat this up to pop it on there. So any. So we'll see. It's good to see you open up new toys. Yeah, dude. I'm so happy that the I bought 2 as both look like both. Oh, you got 2 of these? Very cool. It's good to see you open new 2. Yeah, dude. I'm so happy that dude, these figures. The 8 figures came this week, and they've just been sitting there. So, all right. So he's cool. Again, I have to figure out a way to fix this issue with the piece here. You know what I'll do? Let me pull this in. I know what the problem is. There we go. Much better. Much better. Yeah, I was too far. I didn't realize. That's my bad. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure out again. You guys can see here. So it's this piece here. Looks like it was glued onto this. So anybody who has this figure, did you have the same problem? The glue definitely looks like it came off. And this has been around a decent amount of time. It's not pegging back into there. So it's either I have to heat it up, or I'm gonna have to throw some glue on there. That's a little disappointing. So besides that, his revolver would fit right into here. Oh, that fits actually really nice and snug, dude. Yeah, once I get this fixed, this is gonna be cool. I love that it's just hanging from his belt there. Yeah, dab of super glue should work. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw some super glue on this, and this should be fine. I'm gonna try first heating it up, this piece, and see if I can just heat it, meld it onto it. And if not, it's not a big deal. But let's get to the articulation. Again, this figure, just like the Horus Heresy figures before, from the Justaerin Terminators to a couple of the, or 1 or 2 of the Sons of Horus that I've gotten, and even the Blood Angel figures, he's not even, he's not extra loose on himself. The joints, everything feels nice. The paint is good. It looks like a little bit of shading on his cloak. Tiny bit. But the gold just, dude, the teal, the tealish, or I guess that's like a, what is that, like a seawater green? The teal just totally pops. The gold pops with that teal. And then he's got a little bit of red here and there. Oh, dude, this figure looks so awesome. Again, the only portion of it is this. I'm just gonna have to mess around with that and try to get it on. And again, the shoulder pieces are attached via, what is it? It's these little pieces that go around the joint. So it's not attached to the shoulder. I think we've seen with some of the later figures. So these are just hooked around the joint that's holding the shoulder there. But he looks cool. I'm really happy with him. Again, I'll fix the one portion, the one issue. And he comes with his Mark 6 helmet. Looks awesome. Very cool. I want to get the... Oh, this is good too. His back piece, it has a nice, thick, strong peg on there. So we're not going to have the same problem. This is also actually a lot more pliable than we had with the problem with the belay guards from a couple of years ago, where there was a iron halo here, but this thing, the joint or the peg for it was way too tiny and it wasn't strong enough. So this snapped right off, but they fixed this issue. This is nice and thick. Look at that. That's much thicker, and it also, this is more of a pliable material, so you're not going to have that problem. Like, even if it dropped off of my shelf, it wouldn't have a problem where this would just bend and fall over. It's not going to be brittle where the peg is going to immediately fall off of it. And then we get the backpack, or his power pack right there, and that's that. So he comes with a pistol grip hand, which we're going to get rid of, because we're going to get 2 gripping hands here. Oh, dude, it's so awesome that these hands just pop on now. Well, sort of pop on. But we had the problem with the first run of the JOYTOY figures where, holy hell, dude, trying to get the hands on, like, I was taping, like, content, or trying to get the hands on, like, I would have to, like, stop the camera for, like, a good 20 minutes, let the hand heat up, or the peg heat up, to get it on there. So he's looking really cool, dude. Again, I'll fix that problem with this piece right here. This is really the only problem that I'm seeing with it. Everything else, I don't see any paint problems. His backpack, his power pack fits completely on. It's not loose. He doesn't have any extra loose joints on him. Yeah, he's looking cool. Let's get the axe, the power axe in his hand. Actually, you know what? I probably could have the pistol. No, I want him to have a two-handed grip on this axe. Let's get this in there. As I'm ripping the hand off. Cool. Very cool, dude. He looks awesome. Let's jump to the chat, see what's going on. My figure came in perfect with no complaints. Yeah, like I said, it's not a big problem, to be honest with you. I know this is definitely a fixable issue. It's not something that's ruining what I'm thinking of the figure whatsoever. I just have to do a little maintenance on them. So there lies the point. The problem with the ball joint connecting to the head to the body came off with the helmet, so I can't switch it to the unhelmeted. Oh, that sucks. The ball joint. Yeah, I've had that happen before too, with the ball joints coming off. It's a pain. You need to take a pair of pliers, remove it, and then heat up the head where that peg is, and then let it heat up enough and stick that ball joint peg in there. So same with my Gilliman. Who would want to switch the unhelmeted? Look at the B. Yeah, dude, the Mark 6 helmet looks awesome on him. And the red eyes, the gold, I don't know what the heck you would call that, but like the goldish crown on the top of it. And then he's got the piece on his power pack that looks so awesome. I didn't know he came with another head. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, this head's going to go in my collection of hands and extra heads and unhelmeted heads. So I display most of them without display 2 figures without helmets. Yeah. Yeah. Tip: open up all your figures right away in case there is a returnable QC issue. Yeah, I again, these are coming from Amazon. But I agree, like I have figures that are still, I have all my Primarchs I haven't opened. So if I have a problem with my Primarchs, I'm screwed, dude. Totally screwed. But he is looking awesome, dude. Wow, he's so cool. He's gonna look awesome with my, again, I'm gonna change the display behind me. Ink is probably gonna freak out when he hears this, but I'm gonna remove all my Blood Angels back there, and I'm gonna put all of my Black Legion figures. So I have obviously the Justaerin Terminators, I have Horus, Abaddon, and then I have all of the first gen Black Legion figures with those humongous weapons, and they were super stinky with the diesel smell. So I've gotten rid of that smell, but I'll bust those guys out. We'll put them behind there. I also have a, oh shit, I forgot what the Dreadnought's called for the Chaos Legion, but I have the Dreadnought for that as well, which actually looks really cool. And then I have the next Black Legion figures, which I just looked, are supposed to come out in June. So those will all be a part of it. With the Horus Heresy, Black Legion, we're going to throw them all behind me. I got my Horus t-shirt on tonight, so we're going good. The only reason I was going to display him without the helmet was because he appeared on the Horus Heresy trailer. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Horus Heresy trailer, I feel like that was the reason why we got the Imperial Fists, and we got the Sons of Horus first. So, dude, yeah, he's awesome. Get you some spears for those extras. I should. That's actually pretty cool. Special character, go helmless less, yes. My BT champion's head is ugly, yes. Yeah, dude, like I said, they've gotten better with the unhelmeted heads recently. But yeah, man. He actually, you know what? I'm gonna have him holding. I might actually throw the pistol grip hand back in here, because I think he looks so cool. Just holding that massive axe with one arm, being a total badass. Alright, cool. So this is the Traitor. This is the Legion Traitor. This is the #1 on my list for all these Sons of Horus figures that came out. So, wait, hold on a second. Does he have two of the same? He's got two pistol grip hands, identical. Look at that. He's got two pistol grip hands, both for his right hand. So I've got, what am I missing here? I got a pistol grip hand for the right and left, and then we got double fist hands. So they gave me an extra hand. Look at that. I got an extra hand with that. So, yeah, I think I might have him hold it with two hands. I'm not sure though. He looks so cool holding it with the one hand. I'm not sure. You can definitely get it, especially with the butterfly joint. You can easily get him into a two-handed grip with this. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna have to bend his thumb a little bit. Let's get his hand off. And we'll get his fingers open. There we go. And the ball joint. There we go. Two-handed grip. A lot of the Legion figures can't even do this. They can't do two-handed grips on the figures, which is a little bit sucky, but it is what it is. And you know what's funny is because he's doing this two-handed grip, the waist piece is pretty much being held on, and it's not totally drooping. It doesn't look like me when I'm walking around with a pair of sweatpants on, drooping down past my my ass. So he's cool. We got him. We got extra pieces on the side. I think we're gonna stay with the theme, and we'll do the Traitor next. This box was a little damaged. Again, I ordered all of these from Amazon because I wanted to get them as fast as I could. Plus, they had a pretty good deal this week. I got a whole bunch of coupons off with these figures. So this will be the figure that's gonna get a helmeted head that I'll pick up from Cool Toys Club sometime this week, and then we'll eventually I'll do like a quick review back on all the figures when I have their heads come in from Cool Toys Club, and we'll see how they look. So again, same thing, awesome clamshell. Dude, this armor looks really cool. So, what does he have, the Inferno gun? Or is this a combo weapon? Yeah, this looks like a combo weapon. So it's an Inferno, and it's a bolter pistol, it looks like. Yeah, dude. We got Lex Luthor here. That's immediately what I thought of when I saw this dude. And this is cool. He doesn't come with a lot of extra pieces. As the handle is flew off. And we got that. So he's cool, dude. This is actually the first figure where I've gotten a chain sword or chainsaw under his arm, which looks cool. Dude, the paint looks cool. Again, when I was talking to Mario from Finite Collectibles, one of the problems that he has with the, and you guys tell me if you've had this too, with the 30K Fists figures, is they're too clean, And some of these figures with the Sons of Horus are really clean figures, which kind of like, I understand the aesthetic there, especially from he works. Oh, he's got the metal joints. I wonder why. Yeah, dude, he's got the metal joints. Any of the figures with the metal joints, they just feel so smooth. Oh man, I want to see just in general, like all the metal. These all come with metal joints. Can't see in there. But this Terminator, dude. Granted, he's got the Lex Luthor head, which I'm gonna swap out, but man, he is really cool. And again, this is the first time I'm getting the like sword underhand for his arm. I don't feel like this is that great of a weapon though. I feel like this is way too short. I feel like that's why we don't see any 40k figures with this weapon. It's a cool idea, but like, I don't know. This thing's short as hell. What the hell is he gonna fight with this? Like, he might as well have like a knife or something. Like, he's got like this whole like power system going to this chain sword under his arm. He might as well just have a blade or something. I feel like this is, I understand like the longer chain swords which the figures come with, but I feel like this is a little ridiculous. This thing really should be a lot longer, or he should have just a power fist or lightning claws or something. I feel like this is kind of a waste of time. What do you guys think? So yeah, so he's got his Lex Luthor bald head. The colors again, wow, the gold just, again, all of these figures with the gold just pops. Again, you can see the Praetor over here. So we got two pairs of hands, and we got, where's this combo weapon? What does he have? So he's got, what the fuck? Doesn't tell you. In the chat, what it looks like, it's a, well, it's definitely a combo weapon, right? Is that a Infernus pistol and a bolter pistol? A bolter? Is that what that is? Let me get him out of the way. It looks like an Infernus pistol and a bolter together. That's what that looks like. Especially because of the drum mag that he's got, or the drum underneath. It's not even a mag, I think. But it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's a combo weapon. Close combat. No Marine would opt for that over lightning claws. I would die in that hell. Yeah, dude. What's up, Ig? Yeah, I think, again, you guys in the chat, tell me what this is. I think this is obviously a combo weapon. I think this is an Infernus pistol and a bolter. Well, it's not an Infernus pistol, Infernus gun, because he's a Terminator. And then just a bolter. Yeah. Again, I don't like this like chainsaw under his arm. I know that the model probably came with this, but this just feels like it's like so short. Like, what the hell? Why not just have claws, a power fist, or something? He's already got the power fist essentially here, right? He should just, this thing is short. Look how short this is. I feel like this is just a boss move, because he feels like he's so powerful that he literally can have like something like a toothpick for a weapon, and everybody else is just gonna run away from him. So bolter, yeah, okay, so it's a volcanic pistol. Yep, that's what I figured it was. But yeah, so he's got the fist. Obviously I'm not swapping this out because you can't take this part off. So he comes with a left pistol grip. Why would he come with a left pistol grip? I don't get it. Right? Like, why would you swap it out? There is no pistol on here. And he's not going to, unless you're taking this thing off, which I'm not even going to attempt to. Why would he have a pistol grip hand? I would think, yeah, I don't think he should, actually he shouldn't really come with any extra hands. I guess they just did it just to do it. But he shouldn't really come with any extra hands. But yeah, there he is with his weapon. He's got no shading on the cloak because it's a black, just a black. He's got a little bit of shading on the maroon cloak on the inside of his back. It's definitely the Terminator armor, right? This is the Tartarus Terminator armor, right? And I think it's Tartarus. No, Cataphract armor. That's right. He looks cool. I like, again, I bought him with the notion that I was definitely going to be picking up an extra unhelmeted head with him. An extra helmeted head from Cool Toys Club. So, and then underneath his feet, he's got some paint on there. Well, it looks cool. Again, the biggest problem I have is that toothpick saw that he has in there. That weapon only makes sense if you get the upgraded version, like the Red Wake Gauntlets or Ash here, but this version is not. Yeah, I agree with you, Ink. I think most people in the chat will agree also. I think that this is kind of a waste of a weapon of him. I mean, it came obviously with the mini, which is why they're coming with it, but he's definitely going to get an extra head from Cool Toys Club. I'm definitely going to be picking up a helmeted head for him. So we'll throw him over there. We got the 2 extra hands, which we're not going to do anything with. And that's that. So we're going to go to the last. We'll go to the last Terminator. Oh no, do I have 2? Yes, I do. I got 2 more Terminators. So we got this dude, and we got this dude. We're going to go with the Lightning Claws next, because I'm a sucker for these. Actually, these are different. These are different than the ones on the Justaerin Terminators, and I'll bust out the Justaerin Terminator here in a minute, because I want to see this. I didn't realize that these are complete. These are like Wolverine type claws, except he has 4 of them. So he's the Tartarus Terminator. Comes with 1 stand, and that is pretty much it. But he is, out of all the Terminators for the Sons of Horus, this is the one I like the most. This looks cool. And again, he comes with nothing extra, which is fine by me. He doesn't need anything. Comes with his stand. And yeah, dude, look at these claws. He's got the Power Fist. And he's got the... Wow, dude. Those claws look so cool. I mean, those are claws. Those are 4-pronged Wolverine claws. And they're sharp. And they are stiff. So we're not getting the... I mean, we knew we weren't getting it with the JOYTOY figures, but we're not getting the Marvel Legends Wolverine claws. One of them is a little bit longer. Yeah, dude. See, the Justaerin Terminators have the electric claws. This is called just... These are lightning claws too? How do you define these as lightning claws when the... Now I gotta get them. Hold on a second. By the way, these Justaerin Terminator figures are awesome. So here we go. Here we go with the Justaerin Terminator. These are also lightning claws, but these are like full-on hand claws, right? With articulation on the fingers and everything. And then the other ones are like, I would think that they're defined as something a little bit different, right? I don't know. These are lightning claws to me. These are not lightning claws. These are, what the hell were these called? I looked them up on the, what the hell was he? The Custodes figure yesterday, or the other day, and they're called something completely different. If you guys can look that up really quick. These claws are sharp though, dude. Look at that. Yeah, dude, you can... yeah, look at, I mean, these are not lightning claws to me. Oh yeah, I have the Abaddon also. I have the Abaddon, I have the extra head from Cool Toys Club. I have Horus, I have 4 of the Justaerin Terminators. I got them all. All of these are sitting in the bottom of this huge glass display next to me. Let me see if I can bring it over. So you see the glass display, I got my Grey Knights in there. I got right underneath the top level is all my Grey Knight Terminators. Then the Power Armor Terminators. And then all of my sisters. And at the very bottom, we got the Abaddon and all the Justaerin Terminators, so. I call them F-off claws. Yeah, dude, these are cool. Again, I don't... Oh, these are awesome. This again, it reminds me. I gotta find what the name of the claws were for that Custodes figure, because Lucian or something, but they're not lightning claws. They're definitely different. I mean, they might have also the same type of terminology for what's actually happening with them, but these are definitely very different claws. These are more the Justaerin Terminator is more of what I'm used to with 30k. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, I guess that I'm making a bit too much out of it, but again, these are like Wolverine type of four-pronged claws. But going back to the figure, let's get back into. So he's got this piping back. So let me ask you a question. So is this just power to his claws, or is this like an actual flamethrower or something? I would think this is just power going to the power fist, and then they're helping power up the claws on his that he's using. But he looks cool, dude. Definitely. Again, I wish that he had like a sign of Horus right here. He's got the sign of Horus right there. Does he have the 16th Legion or anything on him? No. Pretty plain, but I really like this. I love the helm, dude. I love that ruby red eyes in there too. Oh, by the way, on my cosplay that I'm getting for the Interceptor for the Grey Knights, the helm that they originally made that I showed pictures of on Discord was they had ruby red eyes in there, and I was like, no, like that's gonna completely look out of place. So they're gonna fix it. They're gonna give me the blue, which is what I originally asked them for. So, and on his torso, you can see he's got a torso crunch. And he's got a little armored piece in there, and that continues all the way up. Right, as far as you can twist him, you're gonna see it. And on the back, we got his Terminator armor. So we got the Cataphract armor, and we got the Tartarus armor, right? And we got different backings, but different vents on the back of the armor. He looks cool. I'm really, so far out of the figures, I like the Traitor a lot, but I really like this one so far. Out of the 3 so far that I've opened, he's definitely my favorite so far. So, all right. So let's get him on the side. Probably gonna have to start moving these out of here, so I'll have room, and we'll leave the Justaerin Terminator there. Actually, we're gonna move these guys. We'll put them over here for now, and we'll come back to them in a second. Again, I don't know. I feel like this this chainsaw weapon is like super like useless. I'm gonna leave the Praetor on the side. I really like him too. All right, so we got one more. We got one more Terminator to go. One more Tartarus Terminator. Again, I have 2 of these, so I need 2 more of the Terminators to finish the collection of the Sons of Horus figures. So I'll wind up eventually getting those. Let's bring this over here a little bit. There we go. But I'll eventually get the remaining 2 Terminators that I need for this. So again, we got an unhelmeted Terminator. I don't know why you would do this, okay? I understand, like, you want for these characters to have emotion on their faces, right? But, like, I don't get it, dude. Especially Terminators. Like, they're literally supposed to be the most armored dudes, and they can deal with anything that's coming their way. Why in the hell would you not wear a helmet? Right? Everything is controlling through there. So he's got the Volkite Charger weapon and the Power Sword. I feel like this is like a really large Volkite weapon too. This thing's humongous, dude. Look at the size of that thing. And we've seen dual wielding Volkites on the Blood Angel figures before for the 30k, but I've never seen a Volkite Charger weapon that big. And again, the same thing. He comes with just the standard 2 extra hands because of his Volkite pistol. This is such a cool looking Power Sword though. I'm a real sucker for the swashbuckling sword lookalikes. So this is really cool. Very, very cool. No helmet means plot armor. Yeah, I 100% agree. There are 5 different versions. There are various different versions of lightning clothes. I'm pretty sure like the Emperor has a 5 gauntlet with 5 digits articulated. Yeah, again, like the Chaos Marine, much larger. Abaddon. Yeah, correct. I mean, Abaddon has the one. They all have these articulated fingers that I'm used to, right? Same thing with Horus. He's got that Claw of Horus with the full articulation on all of them. Abaddon has just a special version of the Justaerin Terminators one. The what is it? The Blood Angels one. Vampire Ken, as he's so awesomely known. He's holding claws. So yeah, so there you are right, Ink. Definitely, there are different versions of the claws. It's just a little bit weird, like they're all called lightning claws. I guess it makes sense from what they're doing, like what it's discharging and stuff. But no, I don't like the screaming heads. True, no helm means I don't die. But helms add to rule of cool and a helm is buff. Yeah, like I don't know, dude. Like I think, dude, the helms on the look at the difference, dude. Like it's so intimidating and it's so cool, and the Warhammer 40k helms are so iconic. Like to me, like you'd want to have your guys all with their helms. I mean, it's okay to come with an unhelmeted head, but like I don't know, dude. Like I would want every single one of my figures, if I had the choice, I want them all to come with a helmeted head. Like I'd rather not have an unhelmeted head and have a helmeted head. If I had the choice, 100%. I'm still waiting on buying Grey Knight Interceptor extra power helms, power armor helms for my 2 figures that didn't come with helms, right? And those ones that didn't come with helms are readily available. Same thing with the huge Terminator before. Again, the ones with the helms are the ones that are going to sell. So, all right, I'm going to stop ranting about helms. Yeah, again, the one cool thing about JOYTOY is recently they've gotten really good with their head sculpts, dude. Like if I took this and compared this to, well, I'll do it right now because I love comparing Vampire Ken to him and his little stubby body. Look at how terrible this head is. I mean, it's comical how it looks. The teeth are not really painted, and he just looks, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's what they were going for, the look of Vampire Ken. But like the rest of the figure is awesome, but his head is just like kills the entire vibe of it to me. And maybe it's because he's a named special character. I don't know, but like I need a Terminator helm for this guy. And then you look at the difference between the head sculpts. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like this head is so much better than this head. It's not even close, dude. It's like it's 2 different figures. Look at, I'm holding him like this, and he's like an extra foot length. I really need to get those extenders for these legs on these early versions of the Terminator, especially for the Blood Angels. Oh shit, I have a bunch of Terminators for the Black Legion I haven't even looked at and compared their size for the first gen ones. But yeah, like yeah, you are right, the head is much better on this, but I still would prefer to have a helmeted figure all the time. Like if you're gonna give me the option, if you're gonna give me the option, I'm always gonna take a helmeted head. Alright, so that's enough about me ranting about that. So we got the power sword here, and this is more of like a saber look. I love the huge handguard here. This looks so cool. This is a really nice sword. I remember when I saw him and I just put the order in, I looked at his sword and I'm like, that's actually probably the best part about this guy. The armor is cool, but like this power sword, it looks like a swashbuckling saber. Very cool. Looks like a pirate sword in a way. But the huge handguard, I'm a huge fan of. I love that. And then we got this massive Volkite pistol. Or Volkite, it's not even a pistol, it's a rifle that the Terminator's holding. So this thing must discharge a massive looking laser. And again, if you played Space Marine 2, you're very familiar with this weapon. Or at least I am. playing a bulwark, because this is one of the 3 sidearms or range weapons that I have access to. I would love to see what the hell this would do in Space Marine 2. This thing this must shoot out a massive red laser that's going shooting across. So Volkai pistol's awesome. I think his armaments are really cool. I love the gunmetal gray that's on here. The gold accents on it are awesome. Again, JOYTOY makes these guns so cool. Again, coming from like classified figures with their weapons, like this is just like, this is a whole different ball game, dude. These are so awesome. So yeah, so let's get it in his hand. We're gonna keep the 1 pistol grip. We're not gonna swap out. Oh man, so awesome that these hands are so much easier to deal with, dude. All right, so we got his hand. Look at that. 2 seconds, I got the hand in. Look at it, and he's all armed and ready to go. The waist is a little, so the torso crunch is a little bit loose on him. Not really that loose, but it's looser than some of the other figures. And I remember some people were talking about some of the Horus Heresy figures had a little bit more loose joints on them. But look at this. Wow, he looks cool. This is, oh, this piece fell off. Please don't tell me. No, looks like it just pegs right back in. At least I hope it does. But I'm gonna have 2 pieces to glue up tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to glue this in. This waist piece just fell off. Shoot. It looks like it can just be pegged in if I get some glue on it. Yeah. Again, so we got 2 of the figures so far, their waist pieces are either there wasn't enough glue added onto these pieces, I feel like. And because of the first gen Horus Heresy figures, I feel like this is a problem that they fixed on later releases. Again, you look at the Justaerin Terminator here, I have no problem with, and watch it fall off as I'm talking about it, but I have no problem with this piece on any of them. This is definitely, I can pick up the figure by this, and this is not going to come off. So there just wasn't enough glue on him, as well as the traitor before him. But this is an easily fixable thing. I'm not going to fret too much about it. He definitely has, compared to the Justaerin Terminator, he has looser joints. Not looser like he's flopping around, but he does have looser joints than the Justaerin Terminators. So, but he's cool. I mean, it's holding on there enough. Right now, if you're just going to have him on display, it's going to sit there. But yeah, I like his armaments. Very cool. I think he's going to look really awesome with a Terminator helm. I think he's going to look really, really cool. And again, on the back, same thing that we're used to before. Let's get the counterfract, and we got the Tartarus. So again, backside, you can see the different vent systems on the power packs. One hell of a huge power pack on him. And his piece is not going off. He has somewhat looser joints too on his legs than some of the other ones. But yeah, very cool. Alright. So Terminators are done. Well, we got 1 traitor done. Let's see what the chat's going on. Yeah, so the Sakan won't die. The head isn't that bad, though. It looks pretty well made. Yeah, it does look. Unless you were a super handsome Marine, so much that. The Red Wake chapter, Master of the Space Shark, wears helmet with his custom Terminator armor. So he okay. That's weird. Most cases, Chaos Space Marines use Volatite or Volcanic pistols. I think the unhelmeted is cool. They should have given him. Yeah, I agree with you, Rage. I feel like I don't need these extra hands, right? I don't need these extra hands. Get rid of the extra hands and give me an extra helm, right? Just make sure that the first releases of all of these figures originally came. Let me get something on the screen while I'm sitting here ranting. The original figures for JOYTOY, the first couple runs always came with the helm, right? That made me super happy. Like I remember getting the the Death Guard figures, and they all came with unhelmeted heads on them, and then additionally they each came with a death I think a Death Guard or not Death Watch, but they each came with the helmeted head. So yeah, I mean, again, I would rather not have these extra hands and just give me some helms. I'd rather have the helm. 100%. All right, so we got all the Terminators out of the way. We're going through this pretty quick. I actually thought this was going to take longer. Going pretty good. All right, so we're going to throw the Praetor on the side. We're going to start opening up our tactical squad. We'll start with the Mark 6. Actually, you know what? I'll do the Mark 4 one first, and then we'll get to the 3 Mark 6 ones. I'm not a huge... It's not that I'm not a huge fan of the Mark 6 tactical helm, but I was really happy to see the Mark 6 helm on these figures, because I have so many figures with the standard helm. I bought him because I don't know if... I guess I'm going to get the other ones just to complete the set, but I bought him because of the Power Fist, and because he looks bulky with this helm, and he's got like the Roman standard on the top of his helmet. I forgot what that's called. What is that? What is the word? What's the correct verbiage for the flare that's on the top of his head? Alright, so we got, again, standard clamshell. We got a bolter pistol. This is magazine. Oh, his magazine comes out. Cool. Very cool. Some of the original first figures actually had in the magazine, which is cool, they had bolter rounds sculpted, which is awesome. They're not continuing that, but it's cool to see that they're going back to the removable magazines in the bolter pistols, so that's cool. So here's the figure. Oh, he's really tight, I can already tell. No minor loose joints. Oh, and he's got the handguard on his power sword also. He's got that massive... So he comes with 3 weapons, actually. You can see that huge Popeye power fist there. It's awesome. Alright, so we got him. We got 3 extra hands. We got a massive open hand. Usually these type of open hands comes with figures who have like banners or something that they're holding. But look at the size. Look how much that hand is open. Let me get that sword out of the way so you can see. Look how much that hand is open compared to like a normal gripping hand. So normally this is a banner hand that you'll get. So we got a normal gripping hand, we got a fist hand, and we got the pistol grip hand on him. So he's cool. So he's got, wow, look at the size. Oh my god. What is this? What kind of a grenade is this on his back? What is that? Is that a shit, what is that called in Space Marine 2? I forgot what this is called. Oh, and he's got a... Is this a holster? Oh, it's a faux holster. Okay, so he's got a fake holster. I don't know why they would do that. That's kind of weird. Like, he's got... he's got a huge... Dude, he's not being able to sit anywhere. But he's got... Maybe it's to hold the humongous... This maybe? Oh yeah, maybe. Right? I guess that's what that's for. Because he doesn't... No, he comes with a gripping hand. Huh. A melt-a-bomb. That's what it is. I knew I was forgetting the name. Sorry, I'm old. So it's a melt-a-bomb. And we got his power pack. We'll just throw this in here. You know, with some of the first releases, I was always worried about popping these in without heating them up. Oh, this one actually is going to be a bit... Oh man, this one's actually going to be a bit of a problem as I say that. Oh, I can see why. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. One of the holes is not completely shaped out. So I don't know if I'm going to stick this in here yet. I think I'm going to have to take something. Actually, I might be able to get it in. Alright, so it wasn't too bad. But he looks cool. So he's got a melt-a-bomb on his hip. That's the first time I've seen that. Right? Is that the first time a figure has come with a melt-a-bomb? because I've gotten a lot of figures. I've got all of the Astra Moltar Cadian forces, the Krieg, the Death Corps of Krieg. I've gotten tons and tons of the different Legion figures of the Astartes, but I've never seen a Melt-A-Bomb, right? Is it the first time? So he's cool. So I'm actually pretty psyched I got him. So we'll throw his bolter pistol in here. One thing I'll show you in a second that's a little bit odd. Oh, I get it. So he's gonna have to choose between his pistol and his power sword. So I guess it kind of makes the decision for you, right? Look at the size of that Melt-A-Bomb, dude. But like, I don't understand this. Why would you give a holster that you can't fit anything in? Let me see if I can get this in the light correctly. You see what I mean? Like, it's completely filled. So even if he wanted to holster his bolter pistol, he's not doing it. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna definitely have him with the bolter pistol and the power fist, because it feels like it would be overkill having him with this really, actually it's a really cool sculpted power sword, but it's really nice. It's very cool. I'm gonna have to give this to somebody, and it's not specifically colored for the Sons of Horus, or maybe I'll give it to another Sons of Horus guy. But he looks cool. Joints are nice and tight on him, unlike some of the other Terminators that I pulled out. Not that they were super loose, but they definitely are a little bit loose. We can see the Eye of Horus on here. I don't know what that symbol is. Is that specific to the squad that he's a part of? I don't remember seeing that. Looks a little bit like an eye, but that clearly is the Eye of Horus. And again, his waist piece, I'm holding it by it, so this one is not coming off. I feel like the smaller figures, it's so weird. These are a little bit better put together than some of the other ones. So this shoulder piece, yeah, no, this is a tab. So this is a circular tab over the joint that's keeping the shoulder piece together. So he's cool. Again, it's hysterical seeing I've never seen a Melt-A-Bomb on any of these JOYTOY figures before. So this is cool. I like this figure. This is cool. And he comes with that extra sword. We'll throw the hands on the side. What do you guys do with the extra hands, by the way? Like, I have like a ton of extra hands that I'm never going to use. All right, so we'll go with the next one, who has a plasma pistol, and he's got a power sword, a full broad-looking sword with the full crossguard. There we go. By the way, what do you guys do with your boxes, by the way? I keep my boxes. They're easy to break down. They're not like some of the other figures and stuff I used to collect, where keeping the boxes was kind of detrimental. You can break these down and make these things really flat. I do throw out these clamshells though. That I do chuck. I don't hold on to the clamshells. Alright, we got more of this. And he is already feeling nice and sturdy. And he's got the Mark 6 helmet on there. Very cool. And he comes with a host. Oh, this looks cool. I like this plasma pistol. Very nice. Move the figure out of the way so you can see that. It's very cool. I like this. First time I'm seeing it too. Yeah. What figure did you see it with? Because I haven't seen ink with another figure. Trying to remember to find online. Yeah, because I'd be interested to know. Toss them. You keep the plastic also. Wow. Yeah, I chucked I guess because I have so many goddamn figures, but I chucked the inner plastic. These are nice clamshells, don't get me wrong, but I chucked the clamshells. So this is a little bit interesting. Wow, this sword is okay. This sword is very reminiscent of like the Black Templar swords. Very cool looking, dude. The cross guard, it's very European looking. Awesome. Look Look at the gold, it pops. It's got the skull on there. This looks like it was, obviously the Black Templars weren't back in the Horus Heresy time, but this definitely looks like something from the Black Templars. So we got the Melta. We got, again, I don't know why they're coming with these holsters that you can't holster anything in. Like, these are completely filled in with brown plastic. I don't know. I don't like that at all. I would rather not have this and just give me something different. Actually, I don't have to throw it on here. Yeah, he's got like scrolls on the back. He's got some weird, I don't know what that's supposed to be. But then he's got a crack grenade and maybe an electric grenade. I don't know. But he looks cool. Again, nice tight joints on him. Backpack, power pack is going to fit on here, no problem. Nice and snug. And they fixed that problem that I had with, what was it? He's looking me right in the face. Castellan Garen Crow, where I think that was really the only figure that I've ever had a problem with the backpack not like fitting super snug on the figure. But he looks cool. Very nice. His waist is a little bit loose. Not super loose, but not as tight as the Mark IV before him. And they both got the brush. They both got the the broom tops on their head. And the Mark VI helm looks so cool, dude. Looks so cool with those red eyes with the gold and this greenish like sea teal. So cool. Very awesome figure, dude. He comes with so many goddamn hands. Holy crap. So this I'm not going to put on here. Obviously, we're just going to keep it like this. He comes with his pistol grip already in his right hand. We're going to throw the plasma pistol in here. And we'll throw his broadsword or power sword in his left hand. Very cool. So far, I'm pleased with them. Again, I figured I was going to have a little bit of QC issue with some of these figures because they are the first run of the Horus Heresy figures that came out. But I'll tell you what, dude. Thank goodness he came with this sword because some of the pictures that I did for tomorrow's stream, which I'll put up later in the thumbnail, is the reissues of the Black Templars from 40K. And so we got the Emperor's Champion, and he looks so cool, dude, with that sword. But I think this is enough to keep me away from buying any Black Templars. So, very cool. I like the sword. Again, no extra shading on this figure. You can kind of get away with it with this green. It has a little bit. It looks like a little bit of extra shading on him. Not much. But he's got his scrolls on the back. I'm definitely not going to put... This is probably the biggest negative of all of these figures so far, is I don't like this. Like, either come with a holster that is open and I can stick the weapon in there, or give me something else. Like, don't give me a holster that is filled that I can't put anything in. So, he's cool. I like him. Very cool. It comes with two... it comes with a crack grenade, and then I forget what that other type of grenade is on him, but it looks really cool. I like the studs on his shoulder, all nice and golded out. It's got a little bit of over paint on some of the studs. This one right here, you can see tiny bit of over paint on that. But again, the articulation feels nice and tight. His waist crunch is probably the loosest piece on him. Plasma pistol is awesome, and I love this Mark VI helm. Great figure. Very cool. Alright, so next one, we got two more. Dude, we are flying. We're getting through these fast. No, it's my it's this mic right here. So when I go away, that's why you're not hearing my mic. I have the mic with the headset set up. And I'll use that soon once I get it set up with my sound, and I'll be able to go to the larger display. So I apologize, Smoke. So this is the next one. This is the tactical squad. So this is the one with the Legion Vaxilia or Legion standard on his power pack. And we saw this in the Horus Heresy trailer as well from a couple years ago. Wow, look at the size of this bolter. Holy crap. Wow, look at the size of this thing, dude. Wow. This is the first time I've seen a bolter like this. This magazine is massive, dude. Very cool. Very cool. Like the faux leather strap for his gun. And you can see how, I guess, the knife, like, extends backwards. It doesn't do it on this, but it extends backwards how it would. Yeah, this is a humongous. Look at the size of the magazine. Does this thing come out? Oh my god, the thing comes out. Look at the banana magazine on this thing. Look at that. That's cool. I like the shiny, the metal paint that they put on here. Very cool. I know Recon knows what I'm talking about, dude. No, I appreciate that, Smoke, and I'm very cognizant of when I move away, try not to talk too much from the microphone. But look at the size of that banana magazine, dude. That thing's humongous. All right, so we got him. We got another Mark 6 Son of Horus figure. All right, let's see what we got. And I'm gonna say, very cool. I like that. Very nice. So he comes with a holstered weapon, and then he comes with his bolter pistol, which again, all of these figures. The only thing that's funny is they used to have the sculpted bolter round in the pistol in the magazine. Which when I start breaking up some of my older figures, I'll show you exactly what I mean. If you guys don't, if you haven't had those figures and seen that was pretty cool. All right, so he comes with the standard on his back of his power pack. Looks pretty cool. I like the writing on there. Very nice. Very nice silver skull too. Buy them all. My MS is sitting in front of you. Horus 1000 Sun one is gold and steel colored, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yep. Is illegal. You guys are not allowed to have the banana magazines. Or 2 more of the Sons of Terminators. Dude, I'm very, like I said, the only problem so far, well, when we get to the end of the review, is these type of like holsters. Like, I have no need for that. This is a little bit better because it has a gun in here, but still, like, we're talking about, like, these are $40 figures. These are 1/18 scale. Like, we should not see this. Anything that has a holster should be a holster that we're able to put something in, right? Like, these are expensive enough figures where we're not having sculpted guns that we can't take out. It sounds like a goofy thing to say, but like, this is like G.I. Joe back in the day. Like, we would have like sculpted guns on the figures. I have no need for that. I'm hoping that he comes with enough on here where, yeah, he doesn't. What the hell is this? Oh no, he comes with a sculpted. He comes with it on him already. Shoot. That's not cool. He comes with two, I want to say these are crack grenades, but he looks cool. And again, nice tight joints. No extra wash that's on him. He's got the, damn it, I'm going to have to take this one off. This I definitely don't like. We're going to have to throw this one on here. At least he has something. Because, yeah, I don't like that. He does come with a lot of stuff, though. I will say that. Oh, man, actually, this one's not going on. Yeah, it goes on somewhat. I'd probably have to heat it up. You can see in the peg. I'm going to probably break it pushing it on here, but I don't really care. Yeah, it's in there somewhat. But he's cool. Again, nice tight joints on him. no problem. We got the 16th Legion on his leg. Yeah, this thing is like super loose. That peg I'm gonna have to do something with. So he's got, obviously, all the figures have their toe articulation, which I'm actually happy with. A lot of times when I'm doing the pictures and stuff like that, or I'm setting up stuff, it's nice that they actually have the toe articulation on these figures, especially some of the larger ones, where you want to make sure that his feet are flat to the ground. So again, Mark 6 helm is awesome. He's got, I don't see any of his studs overpainted. Nope, I don't see any of them gold overpainted. He's got some wires coming from the back of his Mark 6 helm. So we'll throw his power pack on. Oh man, let's get this on here. I think I'm gonna switch headgear on myself. This hat is killing me. Watch me like break this. Good, I didn't break it. So he's got the rotating stuff on his power pack. You know what? I'm gonna swap this out. 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back. That's one of the things that sucks is, since I had the surgery on this side where they cut into my head, if I'm wearing the hat and the headset, it's too much pressure on that one particular area, and I wind up getting like, not a headache, but it hurts. It feels like somebody's just like crushing the back of my head. Ugh. All right. So anyway, so he looks cool. I like the writing on here. Very cool. A little bit of a gap on his power pack here, which is a little bit weird. Let's see if I can get that done. Ah, cool. I got it. I just need to be pushed more on the side. He's got 2 crack grenades. I don't like these. Like, I got 3 of these now. I don't like the holstered pieces with nothing in it, especially with the Horus Heresy figures. I feel like we shouldn't be getting that stuff anymore. Now, granted, we aren't really, right? We're some of the newer figures, especially Xiphonus and stuff like that. The Horus Heresy Blood Angel, like part, not android, but he has a lot of mechanical parts to him. Has the holstered. He has his 2 Volkite holsters on his hips, so we aren't seeing that too much anymore, which is nice. But yeah, Mark 6 helm, very cool, very cool. Let's see what you guys are saying. Magazine's over 10 rounds. Stupid law. It's the same thing here in New York, man. I can't have anything. Like, you can't really have anything. You have to be very careful. It's illegal here in California too. We got them. The banana magazines. No, I'm selling that figure. It's the melt-a-bomb as well. Oh, I'm saying that the figure has the melt-a-bomb as well. I agreed the gun should be put into the holsters if you wanted to. They're gonna do that in later models. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, some of the, like this shit is done. Like, you're not seeing really this stuff anymore on most of the figures. Like, any of the new figures, you're seeing them have holsters like open for their pistols. Like, we don't see this stuff anymore. I don't like this. This is just a solid piece of plastic. This is not as bad, but it still sucks because you can't do anything with it. Yeah. All right. So, set my life when I get home. Start a short live to test out. Cool, dude, man. You guys should. Again, it's once you get into like live streaming and doing this stuff, it's fun. The biggest challenge to doing anything like this is just actually starting. That's the biggest hurdle to get over. So we got his humongous bolter rifle. I don't even know this thing is a rifle. This looks like it looks like an AK. It's a banana round magazine, right? So this is the I think that this is supposed to represent the Firstborn Marines. right? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But if it's a curved magazine, that's representing the firstborn. If it's a square normal magazine pushed in, square head, then it's going to be the Primaris Marines, right? I think I got that right. Yeah, this is cool. Very cool. I think I'm going to do. What does he come with? He comes with a. It's kind of too much to have him with a bolter rifle with a huge blade and a bolter pistol. So I'm just gonna have him with that. I'm gonna have him with the bolter rifle. And yeah, he's cool. I'm very happy to get him. I really like these Mark 6 guys. These are really cool. Until I get the Raven Guard, when they start coming out with Raven Guard 30k figures, I'll be content with these Sons of Horus Mark 6 guys. Alright, we got the last. Dude, we're almost done. This is awesome. I thought this was going to take longer than. What time is it now? 12:30. I thought this was going to take longer. Alright, so last one. We got another Mark 6 tactical squad. So I'm only missing one Mark 6 figure of the 4. And I'll probably pick him up when I see him for sale. So I'll grab him. I'll finish up that. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish up the Mark 4. I say that, but I know I'm going to. But like these, once I finish up all of the Mark 6 figures, I think that I'll wind up getting the Mark 4. I'm actually thinking of getting that Dreadnought already. I was talking to Spark before on Discord. I think I'm going to get that one. I saw it on, I think it's on Amazon right now for $75. But I do want to get all of these Sons of Horus figures. Alright. I'm already seeing stuff I don't like. Like, I don't do again with this shit. Yeah, we're just going to put this on the side. It is what it is. And he's got it holstered, too. That's what's killing me. He's got 2 of them on him. So, again, I actually want to bring the other guy over here in a second. But again, on the back, like, he's got this humongous, like, piece of round plastic with nothing. And you're not going to... It's supposed to represent the holster for this, but, like... Look at this. I mean, he's not going to run around without... This is what you're going to have on him. This is unique to this line with the Sons of Horus figures, right? This is what you're going to have on him. You're not going to have the bolter pistol. Again, you got the magazine round, the magazine popping out, which is cool. Again, I'm not going to have him with that. And then he's got his cool communication backpack. I'm already taking this off. I gotta figure out something else for these for him to have. I'm not gonna have those things on the back. So I don't want to break this. Oh, this one is... This is weird. This feels way more malleable than any of the backpacks I've held before. It's got to be the vents on the bottom. Let me grab the other one. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. This one feels... No, they're both malleable. They're way more malleable than a lot of the other power packs that we've seen. Jesus, I have so many pairs of hands. I knew this was going to happen with these figures. All of these figures have like 4 extra hands with them. So I want to see the heads here. So yeah, so he's got the banner. He's got a little bit of extra electronics on his Mark 6 helm. And then we got the communication dude. And he's got a couple extra pieces on his helm for his communication stuff. And he's got the humongous... That's supposed to be a servitor? He's got a servitor attached to the back of his thing for his to his power pack for his communications, right? And then again, we got the monstrous banana magazine on these huge knife, very reminiscent to World War I type of guns with the bayonet on the end. Very cool. We'll throw this in here. Cool. Very nice. And the gun's not too heavy. Yeah, and this guy has 3 grenades on him. He only has 2. And yeah, Very cool. I like these. So let's get the Mark 6 guys together. Man, so many hands from this. Holy shit. Let's get all of the Mark 6 guys. So we got the 2 communication guys, or the 1 communication guy. We got the 1 banner guy. And then we got this dude with the plasma pistol. Very cool. So these are, I was actually, you know what these remind me of? Like the old green shirts from G.I. Joe. That's what I was thinking. These are very reminiscent of like just a standard military dude. Like they're close enough to the standardized green from, I guess it was Vietnam, right? Where they look standardized. They look very cool. And then we got the Mark IV guy, which so I have 1 more Mark 6 guy to get, which I'll look on Amazon later tonight and see. And then we got the 1 Mark IV guy on there. So, loan me a smile. Giving up, hold on a second. Giving up on my Lego Star Wars addiction to focus on JOYTOY. See? Oh, that's awesome, dude. And it's a much better hobby, too. I'm going to sell my Lego. That's, welcome to the PC Club. Plastic crack. Yeah. From expensive plastic to slightly less expensive. Yeah, I've seen the Lego toys. I think the last one I bought was the Mandalorian one, and then I gave it to my nephew for his birthday. So if I don't reply, that means I mess around with my no problem. Yeah. Like I said, I think there is actually a little bit of black wash now that I'm seeing it on some of these legs. So there is a tiny bit of black wash. I guess it's more noticeable than here. You guys will have to tell me on the Imperial Fist figures for the Horus Heresy. Is it too bright? Is that yellow too bright? I have 2 of them, but I haven't opened them up. So but yeah, I'll pick up 1 more of the Mark 6 guys to finish up this pack. And then I got 2 Mark 4 guys to pick up. Regarding these figures, I love the fact that this guy comes with a melt bomb. It's so cool. This is the first time I've seen this with any of the figures for JOYTOY, period. He comes with a power fist. He comes with a bolter pistol. Very cool. This is a very cool figure. I love the banner he comes with. I love the humongous banana magazine on these bolter rifles. Very cool. I like the bayonet. Looks very unique. I'm a sucker for the Mark 6 helm. I love that. The only problem is, and we'll get to this at the end, is those holsters, which I pulled off on this guy already. Same thing with this guy. The cool thing with this one is you can pull the extra holster off, that it comes with the empty holster, and he already has shit on here. So you don't even have to put it on. He has like this extra, I'll call it like a communications type of piece, but he comes with a cool plasma pistol. I love the blue on it. I love the Mark 6 helm. Very cool brush flourish on the top of his head. Very Roman-esque. Very cool. He's got a little bit overspray on the gold on one of his circles on his pauldron. So, and then this guy, same thing as the guy before. No overspraying on or over painting on any of the pauldron pieces here. So he's cool. And again, yeah, I like the communications array. I love the Mark 6 helm. He also got something unique for his helm, so he's got the extra communication. He's got, I guess that's a servitor for his communication, right? This is a very cool figure. Again, I would say for these figures, and I don't really give out 9 out of a scoring to 10. I would say these are probably an 8, right? Definitely an 8. There's no problem with these figures. Sculpting is great. Paint is good. Probably could use a little bit more black wash on these figures, but I don't know. To me, they're fun. The biggest problem with these figures, which hold them back, is this thing, right? Like, I don't want like I don't want like sculpted hunks of plastic on my guys, right? Like, even these are very tiny little pegs that are pegging into them, and so they're easily falling off. I don't want these humongous holsters sitting back there. If it's a holster that you can actually fit a gun in, like, it makes sense, but these are just like terrible. I don't like these at all. So this is what holds these figures back, if anything holds them back. But these are great figures. I want to get the final one to finish up the Mark 6 team of the Sons of Horus, so I'll get him, and then Mark 4, I'll start picking up the Mark 4 figures, especially if they got more melta bombs on them. That's cool. All right, so we got these guys. So let's get them out of the way, and let's go to the Terminators. So him. And then we'll talk about the traitor. Talk about the traitor at the end. So we got all of our Terminators here. We'll throw Cataphract in the middle. I think I'm saying that right. But these are cool. Again, the biggest, this is the best one. He has the most tight joints, and they're really not a problem with the figures. But he is the first time that I've seen claws, lightning claws, like this. Right? So that's really cool. These are really sharp claws. So definitely my favorite out of the Terminators. I knew that was going to be the case because both of these other ones don't come with a helm. The problem with this one, I like the combo weapon that he's got. The biggest problem with him is obviously he doesn't come with a helmeted head, but he comes with this useless chainsaw on it's not even, he literally has like something which is taking up his gripping hand. So he's got like, he can't even hold like a knife and like have that on his wrist for like how the Grey Knights have their bolters, so that they have freedom for their hands. Like, this is literally a small chainsaw that is literally taking up his hand. That is the worst part about this figure. Like, it's fine, it looks okay, but it's completely useless from the perspective of what the hell could you use this for. But again, I'll get a Terminator helm for him. And then this is a cool one. The only problem with this guy is the piece came off the front, which I'll heat up and I'll glue back on. So he's got an issue, got a little bit of a QC issue on him. And outside of that, I like his humongous, this is the biggest Volkite handheld weapon that I've ever seen on any of the JOYTOY figures. So, and he comes with a really cool looking swashbuckler type of power sword with this huge handguard. Very cool. Not a ton of blackwash, if any, on any of these figures. There's more blackwash on the Mark 6 and the Mark 4 power armor guys. So these guys don't really have any blackwash at all on them. But that's okay. Like, I don't mind it. It's not that big of a deal. Out of all of them, unsurprisingly, my favorite is the one with the helm, right? And the Wolverine type of claws. I'll have to buy 2 helms for each one of these. So Loy from Cool Toys Club will be coming to your site after this review, and I'll be picking up 2 Horus Heresy, Sons of Horus Terminator helms. So I'll pick up those 2. Overall, I would say for the Terminators, altogether, probably a 7. The QC issue kind of sucks. I'll fix that. It's not a big deal. This dude just completely useless offhand. Bald head, 2 no helms, best Terminator. So I would say out of these 3, a 7. What do we got? An 8 and a 7 so far. I do like them. I like these figures a lot. All right, and then the final one is going to be the Traitor, which I knew was going to be my favorite. The only problem with him is this QC piece on his waist, which, let me get his hand, actually I'll just pull his hand off. this QC piece, which I'll have to glue on, right? Outside of that, great figure. Like this was probably this figure, and where's he? The original Traitor with the power fist I got. These look awesome, dude. They look so cool together, dude. Look at that. Just green and gold and red, touches of red and silver. They look awesome. And they both have, this one especially has a little bit of battle damage on his armor. His power fist was awesome. I know I didn't open him up just now, but just comparing overall. This guy, I really like this revolver pistol that he comes with, the revolver bolter. Very cool. And then you can, this is awesome. I love the fact that you can actually holster his pistol in his waist, because it would have been a huge negative if we just came with a just a hunk of plastic, a hunk of brown plastic, saying that he didn't holster it or he did holster it. So yeah, so this is a cool figure. I like him a lot. I love the piece back here. This is malleable, so even if he takes a dive, this is not going to break off. So I'm not going to have the same problem that I had with my Blade Guard veterans with their Iron Halo breaking off. So yeah, and he can get his axe and his two-handed grip. Very cool. I like these figures. So let me see if I can get them all on here. I'll take him out. So we got the Praetor in the middle. See if we can get all of the Mark 6 guys in here. I'll throw him to the side. Dude, I have no problem with these. I like all these figures, 100%. I ain't getting rid of. No. I'm keeping all of these figures. I'm definitely keeping all these figures. Again, when I say that these figures are a 7 or an 8, like, it takes a lot, in my opinion, to bring it up to a past an 8 into a 9. And some of these QC, even though they're tiny QC issues, they're not ruining my enjoyment of the figures. But I am gonna have to fix some stuff after the fact with them. And I really don't like these sculpted hunks of brown plastic. Not on a figure that's this expensive. I don't like that. So we got our Mark 6 guys. We'll move them up in a second. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get them all in here. See, this is exactly why I got to move to that bigger display. Let's move him over. We got the Praetor, Mark 6, Mark 6, Mark 6. Yeah, I'm not going to get the Terminators in here at all. I don't think so. The Tartarus, Terminator Baldy in here. Nope, you can't see his head. You're going to have to do it like that. You're not going to see his legs. Oh. You know what I'll do? I will adjust the camera. Just 1 second. Oh man, just stab myself in the hand with the claws. Alright, just give me a second here as I pull this back. Alright, so we want to bring it back to about there. Right to there. And we're just going to have to move this over. That's fine. There we go. If you guys want a cheap, good camera, again, you have to manually set it, but this is a 4K USB camera. It's a little blurry. Let me fix that. But I bought this, I think I got this on Amazon. I was talking to Spark before. This is like $100. And this is gonna fit right into USB 3 or USB-C port on your computer, so it's gonna fit perfectly in there, no problem. So we got all of our shit. Is this even tall enough? Damn. This is the first time I've tried to get this many figures into the picture. Let's see. Very cool. So we got our Mark 6 guys down here. And then we just gotta get this dude in here who's missing his waist piece. Come on. You're holding up the line, dude. Oh, man. Come on. I think we're just gonna do it without it. Oh, man, this is not going on. Yeah, this sucks. This is not going on. I'm gonna have to glue this right after. This is gonna bug me. I think I got it. There we go. Alright, so move him over. I got him. And so yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest picture in the world. I think I'm losing focus here too. Let me fix this. There we go. That's good. So yeah, so overall, all of 8 of these figures, I would say an 8.5 for these figures. The biggest problems with them, overall for me, the paint is fine. We got a little bit of overpainting on some of the studs and some of the shoulders, which is fine. I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. The rest of the paint on all these figures is awesome. There's not much black wash on these figures. On some of the MK6 ones, there's definitely some black wash on these, especially the lower half of their legs. You can see it. The Mark IV, not too much. The Terminator's not really, and also the Praetor doesn't really have much. And then my biggest problem with all of these figures is these brown pieces of plastic. It's not a huge deal, but I'm just not going to have these things sitting on the figures. There's no purpose to it. So, and again, in some of the later figures and the later releases, they've kind of fixed that. So overall, I'm very happy with these figures. I'm very happy. I'm going to continue to buy all of the rest of the Sons of Horus figures. And yeah. And then the only final thing I wanted to do, well, I kind of already did it, which was just to show the Justaerin Terminators next to some of these guys. And I'll do some pictures, and you guys will see. Maybe I'll do like a quick short of Horus and all of these guys next to each other with the Leviathan, and just do a nice quick picture display of all of these guys together. Again, I'm missing a couple of these Sons of Horus figures, but I think I got enough that I can make it work. So, all right. Out of all of them, believe it or not, for my favorite, and we'll go to a full screen picture for this. Let's do this. Let me turn this light off because it's like blinding me. I'll turn you off. Cool. And then this one is going to get turned off too. I have 3 lights here. Blasting this light source. One thing that will be nice is when I have the camera set up for the display, I already have like more than enough light on that display. So I don't have to like jury rig this stuff. So I thought that the Praetor was going to be my favorite of these figures. Believe it or not, this right here is my favorite. Ow, I just stabbed myself again. I really like him. Sort of plain, right? But really cool. I like him. I like the. I'm a sucker for the Terminators with the claws and not a lot of extra accessories. I don't know why I like that, but he is really cool. I think that he's gonna make for some awesome pictures. Great figure, dude. And then you compare him to my favorite Justaerin Terminator. I think there's a theme going on here. I definitely feel like there's a theme. But the Justaerin Terminators with the electric claws, and then we got the Sons of Horus guy with his versions of the electric claws. Good figures overall. Again, biggest drawback for the Praetor is that piece that's fallen off the waist. I think it's a great figure. I think it's real. Actually, it's probably a tie between this and the Terminator with the electric claws that I showed. So he's really cool. I like him, and he's gonna make he looks so cool next to this dude. These two next to the Leviathan Terminator, that's gonna look awesome. So yeah, again, very cool. I'm very happy with all these figures. a couple of QC issues, and then the hunks of brown plastic. That's pretty much it. So, all right, guys, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. And as usual, I forgot to press this button during the whole time. But if you like this content, please like and subscribe. We're going to continue on with doing these reviews like this. We have, I have a ton of figures left to do, but we'll continue on. We'll do more of these reviews, and in the future, like I said, you guys will see the next big thing that's going to happen is tomorrow night we have the JOYTOY news for the week, and we're also going to do we'll have Noob Hammer on, and we're going to talk the tabletop, and we're going to talk some painting, and then Tuesday is Space Marine 2 patch 7.0, so I'll be streaming a whole hell of a lot and beyond at probably 10 o'clock in the morning. So, all right, guys, as usual, if you like this content, like and subscribe. All right, guys, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Wraith. I'm out, guys. Later.